Okay, here we go. It's finally ready. All right, so we're going to talk about negative exponents, right? What to do because it's not mathematically correct to have a negative exponent value. So let's say we are, example 1, let's say we've got this problem. We've got 3 to the 5th times 3 to the negative 9th. Okay, so I'm multiplying, I've got the same base. What do I do with that 5 and that negative 1, or negative 9? What do I do with those two values? Who remembers? Add, right? So what is 5 plus negative 9? Negative 4, right? So up until this point, we would just leave it as negative 4, but we can't do that anymore. Now we're a little we've all grown up over the weekend. We're slightly more advanced. We have to change it, okay? So this is what you do to transform this, because really what this is saying is instead of having a really large number, like 3 to the 4th, you're going to have a super tiny number, right? What are our tiniest form of numbers? What do we call those numbers that are less than 1?
Negatives.
They're still positive values, but they're less than 1. What do we call all those tiny little numbers? Decimals, right? And decimals can also be written as fractions. So we're going to turn this into a fraction where 1 is the numerator and 3 to the positive 4th is my denominator. Okay? So now instead of having 3 to the 4th and having a giant number, I have 1 over 3 to the 4th. So 1 divided by that is going to be a super tiny number, right? So the trick is to change it into a fraction. 1 will always be your numerator, and then magically your exponent is now positive. Isn't that exciting? Let's do another one. Let's do 7 to the 4th divided by 7 to the 10th. Okay. What's my rule when I am dividing with exponents that have the same base? What do I do to the exponents?
Keep them the same.
I keep the base the same, but I'm going to subtract the 4 minus 10, and I'm going to get 7 to the negative 6th, which is not mathematically correct. So what do I need to transform that into? A fraction. What's my numerator going to be? 1. And what will my denominator be? 7 to the 6th. Right? How are we feeling about this?
Fine.
Decent? Okay, let's do another one. What if I have, let's not use 3 again. 3 is overused. Let's say 8 to the 6th raised to the negative 9th. What will I get when I do power to a power? So what will be my first step? What will I get? Savannah? Yeah, so I get 8 to the negative 54, but I can't leave it like that. I have to fix it. So Kyson, what will my final answer be? 1 over 8 to the 54, right? It's an extremely tiny number, like super small number, right? Tiny. 1 divided by that big number is going to be the smallest, right? Good thing I'm never going to ask you guys to finish, to actually tell me what that's worth. Right, that'd be a lot. Okay, so let's reverse it, right? We're going to kind of work backwards for a second. What if I have 1 over 3 to the negative 4? I can't have that negative. So what do you think I'm going to do to fix it? If I turned it into a fraction and got rid of the negative to fix it with a whole number, what do you think I'll do if the negative is in the denominator? Make it positive and? Is it still going to be a fraction?
Yes.
No. I'm just going to get 3 to the 4th to fix it. Right? So now I'm going backwards, right? So if I have a whole number base with an exponent, I turn it into the denominator. If the exponent's in the denominator, it becomes the numerator. But I don't have to do the 1 over this, right? Because that's just an improper fraction. Right? So let's try another one. 1 over 7 to the negative 6th. What will that equal? I have to fix it. I can't have that there. What do I have to do? Alana? 7 to the 6th power. 1 over 8 to the negative 54. I have to fix it. How do I fix it? What's it going to be? Tyson? 8 to the 54th power. Okay. How are we feeling? Good. All right, turn the page. We're going to take Tuesday notes. Oops, this was page 19. So now we're going to pretend like it's Tuesday. I know you guys love when I do this. We're going to do Exponents, Hodgepodge. Do you guys ever watch Jeopardy?
Yeah.
For like 5 seconds, they're switching the channels.
So Hodgepodge is a category on Jeopardy when it's like you don't even know what the questions could. It could be anything, right? It's kind of a mixture of everything. Everything's fair game. The contestants don't usually like it because they don't even know what could be thrown at them, so they don't know if it's something they'd be good at, right? So Exponents, Hodgepodge, we're just going to kind of throw everything together and see how we do on it. Okay? You ready? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're going to do great. Okay. So let's do some examples. If I have So we've got a couple different things happening here, right? I've got something happening in my numerator. I've got something happening in my denominator, right? So what do you think I should do first to simplify this? What should I probably do first? What do you think, Savannah? Yeah, these are going to be multiplied. So what's 3 to the negative 1 times 3 to the 4th? What's that going to give me? 3 to the 3rd, right? And then I do 3 squared, because that's just going to carry over from the beginning. And now I just have a division problem. So what's my answer going to be? What's 3 minus 2? 1. So I could say 3 to the 1st power or just 3 would be my answer. Okay, let's try another one. Two to the negative 3rd times 2 divided by 2 to the negative 4th. What should I do first? Alana, what do you think? Close. Remember there's that secret 1 hiding right there? Right? Yep, because negative 3 plus 1 is going to give me 2 to the negative 2. And then I just bring over the negative 4. Now I subtract these. So what's negative 2 minus negative 4? What is it, Kyson? Positive 2, right? 2. Negative 2 minus negative 4. I have to add those, so I get 2 squared as my answer. Good job. Rookie mistake, Liam. Rookie mistake. All right, let's do another one. 4 to the 0 power times 4 to the 10th divided by 4 to the 16th. What is anything to the 0 power again?
1.
Just the number 1. So really, I just have 4 to the 10th divided by 4 to the 16th. So what am I going to get when I subtract 10 minus 16? Sorry?
6. 4. 6.
Negative 6, right? I'm going to get 4 to the negative 6, which I can't leave that way. So what will my final answer be? Kyson? 1 over 4 to the 6th power. Excellent. Okay, let's try another one. Oops. Yeah, no, that's right. Negative 7 to the 6th power. What am I going to do first? Don't be shy. What should I do? I'm going to add the 5 and the negative 3. So it's 5 plus negative 3 divided by negative 7 to the 6th. What am I going to get? What's 2 minus 6?
7. 4.
7 to the negative 7 to the negative 4. I can still have this be negative 7, but I now have a positive 4 as my exponent. So my base still stays negative, but my exponent changed to positive when it went to the denominator. Okay. All right, so now we're going to do a little game called What Could the Exponent Be? This is fun. What could the exponent be? If I give you this situation, what does x have to equal? Right? So what do I have to have here so I end up with 1 over 3 to the 7th? So what was I subtracting 10 from so that I would end up with a negative 7 and have to transform it to 1 over 3 to the 7th? What do you think? It is 3. Yeah, x must equal 3 because 3 minus 10 is negative 7, and then in which case I would transform it and I would get 1 over 3 to the 7th. Good job. 4 to the x power times 4 to the 6th equals 4 to the 15th. What does x need to be? So think about your exponent rules. And what do we do with those? So how would I find the x value? Kyson? Yeah, they must equal 9 because 9 plus 6 would give me that 15. What does x have to equal here in order for my final answer to be 1? 7 to the 12th divided by 7 to the what would give me the answer of 1. I know Kyson knows. I want to hear from someone else. Odie, what do you think?
12.
It is 12. How'd you know that?
I don't know.
Well, what's 12 minus 12?
0.
And anything the 0 power equals?
1.
1. Awesome. Okay, we're going to stop there for our notes. This was page 20. But let's fill in our table O contents. Okay. Let's go back here. So we have 928. 20 is negative exponents. And that was page 19. 929, 20, exponents hodgepodge. Yes, you must write hodgepodge. That was page 20. Are you going to remember what HP was?
Yes, a computer.
You're going to be like, why is Miss Marsh talking about computers? Okay. Let me go ahead and stop our video for our at-home viewers.